Hello everyone, I'm John Garcia from PSE's Market Education Department, welcoming you back to Ask PSE, where we answer your questions about the stock market, investments, and everything in between. Marami na naman tayong mga questions na sasagutin in this episode, and we will announce one winner from the questions that will be featured in this episode. So stick around until the end to find out who will win our PSE merchandise. On to our first question. Si John Morris Costa asks, "Hi, lately I've been seeing news on IPO and REITs. Can you simplify for us the difference between investing in REIT and investing in real estate? Thanks." Okay, so hi John Morris. Real Estate Investment Trust or REIT is actually the newest product in the Philippine stock market. Maraming investors ang interested sa product na ito because it allows individuals to have property investments without having the need to shell out big amounts of cash. So this makes real estate investments actually affordable. Investors now have the chance to diversify and add real estate in their portfolio by becoming shareholders of REITs. Now, I think you're already familiar with real estate investment, but before we compare it with REITs, let's first understand what a REIT is. Okay, so a REIT is a stock corporation created for the purpose of owning and managing income-generating real estate such as commercial buildings, residential condos, malls, hotels, warehouses, hospitals, kahit airports and tollways, pwedeng i-REIT yan. So since a REIT is listed and traded at the PSE, buying a REIT is similar to buying a stock. Now that we know more about what a REIT is, let's understand what it means to become a REIT investor. So when you buy REIT shares, you do not buy the assets owned or managed by the REIT company, but instead you buy shares of that REIT company. You become part owner of the real estate business, but not the real estate assets. Let's just get that cleared out. So now let's compare REIT investing with real estate investing. Una natin tignan ownership. So like I said, when you buy REITs, you buy shares of the company. When you buy real estate, you buy the actual real property assets. Now let's look at the liquidity or kung gaano siya kabilis ibenta. When you buy REITs, it's highly liquid. You can sell anytime in the market. Whereas when you buy real estate, not so liquid, it may take months or even years to sell. Now let's look at the capital appreciation, yung pagtaas ng value. So both have the potential to grow in value over time. REITs and real estate, parehas may capital appreciation yan. Now let's look at income generation. So for REITs, investors look for dividend income, and for real estate, well, mostly rental income ang tinitingnan dyan. And finally, involvement or management. So when you invest in REITs, your involvement is actually passive because you have property managers. Whereas when you buy real estate, you need to have an active role in that investment. Our next question is from Jennifer Herrero. She is asking, what are the factors that should be considered in selecting a REIT? Okay, Jennifer. For me, here are some key factors to look at when evaluating REITs. Una sa lahat, there has to be growth for a REIT to create long-term value and sustain its dividend payments. The primary driver of REIT growth is actually the ability to escalate the rental income at market or better above market rates. So tignan mo yung mga REITs that have long-term contracts with a diversified high-quality tenant. So, iba-iba yung klase ng tenants nila and hopefully lahat high quality. Then, you also need to look at the quality of the underlying properties because the value of the REITs increases as the value of the land appreciates. Now, next you need to look at the sponsors. Okay, so the sponsors are actually the companies behind the REIT. So, well-established sponsors with a track record in real estate business and a pipeline of assets that they can readily inject in the REIT is actually an advantage for the investors. And finally, property management is equally important. So a properly managed real estate will allow the REIT to competitively compete in the real estate market, sustain high-quality tenants, and of course, escalate the rental rates throughout the lease terms. All right, so our next question is from Ronald Benz M. Zhang. He asks, which should you invest in, a REIT or a property stock? Both offer capital appreciation and dividend. Okay, so hey Ronald, that really depends on your investment strategy and how you are composing your stock investment portfolio. So if you're trying to grow that portion of your investment portfolio through price appreciation, then it may be suggested to invest in a property stock because the upside is higher with a property stock. However, if that portion of your portfolio is being diversified for dividend returns, then investing in a REIT might be the better choice, as REITs will provide higher dividend yields because it's required to distribute 90% of its income to its shareholders. Okay, finally, I think this is our last question for this episode. John Carlo Oreste is asking if there is going to be a REIT index. Okay, hi John Carlo. At the moment, we have 6 REITs listed at the PSE. We need more REITs to be listed at the PSE to come up with a REIT index. So hopefully, with more companies expressing their interest to list REITs, we should be seeing a REIT index sooner than later. All right, guys, that's all the time we have for this episode of Ask PSE. Thank you for sending your questions, and I'll see you again as I answer more of your questions next time. So paano yan? Basta pagkakat, if you like this video, okay. If you like this video, please make sure to leave a like and to comment down below any topic you'd like for us to discuss next. Hit the notification bell button as well to be updated every time we release a new video. For more Ask PSE videos, please click on the playlist here. For our latest video, click right here and help us reach 100,000 subscribers by clicking the subscribe button right here. Also, make sure to follow the PSE's official social media accounts through the links in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. See you in our next video.